either he hasn't been macroing very well, and I don't think he's made very many army units. This is how he's been able to afford it. He just has a really small army. Jeremy is set to scout this expansion, and when Jeremy sees this, I mean, he should think at this point he's really far behind. He hasn't thrown down a command center yet, but he does have a sizable force. If he can just doom drop into Protos's main and maybe just hold him off at this ramp right here, it would be really nasty for Protoss to even, you know, hopefully engage that. And I do like this. He's making more stalkers. He has plenty of charge lots. Now he needs to start making lots and lots of units, but this push will come out here. I don't know why he made a void array. Oh, it's actually going to get the army to fall back. Jeremy falls for the roots. It's actually just, it's just a hallucination. And he should be able to tell by here there is like nothing going on. So Jeremy is pulling back his forces. Very nicely done by Fruit Crunch. That actually bought him a lot of time. Now would be a great time to maybe warp in some DTs if he wants to do that. And shut down this command center. I mean, even if you can't go into Terran's base, I mean, at least force him to use scans, to throw down missile turrets, something. Meanwhile, Jeremy is making a lot of ghosts, and this dropship should be able to move its way into Air's base momentarily. No cannons back here, no units back here, so hopefully he has enough for another warp in. I think he does. Let's see if he's even paying attention. So first off, we'll come out and start to pick off probes, but really, I don't know why he's warping in DTs. He could be just warping in a stalker now. He needs to send more DTs elsewhere around the map. One DT should be enough to protect this mineral line. He can send the rest around the other bases. But this force out here is doing nothing really. He needs to be making more forces. So Sonny is going to leave the game. He probably had to go do that essay he was talking about. Missile turret is going down at the front. And Terran can't feel safe to expand right here. I don't know if I agree with this. He doesn't need to be pushing in like this yet. He just doesn't have a big enough army, and he doesn't need to engage here. Oh, man. Oh, but he's going to pick off a sizable force. So nice force fields. But he's going to lose a lot of his units. He needs to back away. That is a nasty Terran army. And it looks like the drop has recommenced. He needs to send his DT to go figure that out. Send your DT. I don't know what he's focusing on. Maybe he's focused on a separate harass. But the DT is just sitting there. He's not doing anything. And just warping in one zealot is not going to do enough. So the DT will be able to clean up the rest of this. Jeremy will be forced to lift off his units. So let's look at the income tabs since not much else is going on. Oh my gosh. Both players just not macroing very well. Not at all. This drop is not being microed at all and will be cleaned up. Meanwhile, more units is streaming out for both players. Another drop yet again. Jeremy is just relentless with these harasses. He could be doing a better job, you know, with you know, warping in units. No. Okay, so now Fruit has just lost his entire army. I don't think he has enough income to really support this. And let's look at these units. Oh gosh, he's in so much trouble against this push. He just doesn't have anything. He needs to warp in. He doesn't have enough warp gates. He only has 5 gateways. And look how high his minerals are. He could spam about 3 or 4 more warp gates at this point. He just hasn't. So I'm going to give them a little criticism right there. Now Jeremy's just going to push out in 1A. It's really nasty. I mean, even though this has been denied, Jeremy just needs to 1A at this point. Needs to attack as soon as possible. Fruit will have to use these Dark Templar as wisely as possible. I don't know what is taking Fruit so long, or Jeremy so long to push out. He's making a bunker. I mean, Fruit doesn't have this. You just killed Protoss's army and you have a sizable chunk. Go and kill Protoss. You can remake this army so fast. He does need to throw down more barracks. He only has 5. He could probably afford a few more, maybe more starports, but his mineral income is pretty low. So maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. This Nexus will go down. I mean, if he just scouts this and scans, alright, that's GG. I mean, that was all of Fruit's army. So now Air is dead. He can just go in and take out the rest of these bases. I don't know what Jeremy's doing. Ah, I don't agree with that. What if he goes for Templars and just feedbacks all of those and you just lost that entire army? Just go and send them in and have those medevac support. I don't know why he's pulling back. Ah, Jeremy, you don't know when to press your advantage. It looks like at this point, I mean, he's just gonna strangle Protoss. He just can't afford anything. I don't know why Jeremy just doesn't send the rest of his army in here. He's only seeing like 3 zealots. Fruit doesn't have that great of an income. You need to be on more bases, and he's warping in so many zealots. It's just not that cost efficient. He needs to be warping in. Oh my gosh! Finally throwing down more gateways. This is only like 10 minutes too late. Oh, Fruit! If you'd only done this 10 minutes ago, you would have been fine. You'd have had a lot more units out. Jeremy's a bit high on the gas. He doesn't need these 2 Vespane geysers, or these 2 refineries. He needs to make a couple more SCVs. Income tab, 56 to 69, so he could be at 70 SCVs right now, and he'd be doing a lot better. 70 is a nice number to get. I prefer 70. 80 is kind of pushing it, but I mean, at this point in time, you can actually just start making a couple of orbitals out there, and I think really he's just so light on minerals because he's just making so many Marines, and Fruit has refused to go Colossus or Templar. So really staying on this tech path for just way too long. More gateways going down, but I mean, this push is going to kill him. Jeremy just needs to push in right now and end the game. And until he does that, I will talk about something else, because I am not just going to sit here and talk about how Jeremy is wandering on the map, not doing anything. Jeremy, go push your advantage, go kill him. So, okay, finally, something is going on. Jeremy could take down these rocks and go ahead and just push up the front. Protoss doesn't have anything. Oy. So, I mean, if you scout this... Alright, kill those rocks. There we go. Now just push up. Do a nice stem. Throw down some EMPs. That's GG. Game's up. Alright, so Jeremy will take game 2. I don't see Fruit coming back from this. Not at all. Not by a long shot. And that will be the game. So, finally, one of the players deciding that he can go and push. But, I don't know, Fruit just didn't go for any units that dealt AoE, and he just was on 5 or 3 gates are just too long. He needed to make more gates. Yeah, so, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and quote out for this cast, and we will get on to the next one momentarily.